Okay, you need to press a button at home. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Right, just let me start then. We're all here. Hope everyone's okay. A bit warm here. I don't know where it is in the various places that you are, but it's been quite muggy, isn't it?
It's about 3-4 degrees cold.
Is it? Oh, okay, so we're going to try and cool down. We'll move slowly and try and cool everything down, I think. Last year of the summer. Okay, so let's start by sitting quietly. We're just going to sit cross-legged to begin with. So just bring the feet into a cross-legged position, or if you want to have the legs out or tucked behind you, just an easy, comfortable seated position. And we'll cross the right fingers over left into Yoga Mudra and just rest the hands in the lap. Shoulders back, head up, close the eyes. And just slow the breath down. Bringing your attention to your breath. Breathing easily through the nostrils. Lengthening and slowing the breath, but do it to whatever rhythm suits you today. Just try and keep it consistent on the in and the out. Being aware of cool air going in through the nostrils, inflating the lungs, chest rising. Just breathe out, the chest falling, and warm air coming out through the nostrils. Just focusing your attention, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathe in, being aware, breathing in everything around you, breathing in the universe, taking it inside. Breathe out, breathing everything out, breathing yourself out to merge the universe outside. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowing the breath, slowing the mind. You can very gently open your eyes for a moment. Just stay sitting still. We're going to stay sitting here for a moment. We're going to do a little bit of pranayama, a little bit of breathing, just to calm ourselves and ground ourselves a little more. I'm going to do a bit of alternate nostril breathing, which is really relaxing. You cool us down a bit as well. So we're going to use our right hand to close the alternate nostrils. Now you can do lots of fancy mudras, hand gestures, but let's just use a thumb and a forefinger. So you're going to use the thumb to close the right nostril and the first finger to close the left, okay? So you're just going to be alternating like that, okay? So what we're going to do first of all is we'll close off the right and we'll breathe in through the left. And then we close the left and breathe out through the right. And we close, then we breathe in through the right and then close the right and breathe out through the left. I'm going to talk you through it, okay? So just have the thumb, the forefinger just by the nose ready. So let's close off the right nostril. Breathing in through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close the left, breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the left closed, breathe in right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cover the right, breathe out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in left. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Breathe out left. Breathe in left. Cover left, breathe out right. Breathe in right. Cover right, breathe out left. Breathe in left. Cover left, breathe out right. Breathe in right. Cover right, breathe out left. One more round, breathe in left. Cover left, breathe out right. Breathe in right. Cover right, breathe out left. And then release the hand. I just want you to come and gently lie onto your left side. We're just going to rest on our left side for the moment. And just let the body settle after the breathing. Perhaps noticing the calming effects of that breath. The left nostril being the dominant, we're activating the parasympathetic side of the nervous system, the relaxation side. All right, so we're going to come into our first posture. So we're going to stay lying on our left side. So stretch out the left arm. So you're resting your head on your left arm, straighten your legs. Have the right hand in front of you for a moment just to stabilize yourself. We're moving very slowly. We're going to take the right leg out in front of us, perpendicular, if that's the right word. And we're going to bend the left leg up behind us. Take the right hand over to either grab, hold that left foot behind us or somewhere near it. And you're just going to roll back gently onto the right shoulder. Just going to lie here for a few minutes, twisting through the body. Keep this relaxed, slow feeling, seating. Keeping the breath slow, letting the shoulder and the hip, just the right shoulder and the right hip roll back slightly if it's comfortable. Holding the left foot with the right hand if you can, or maybe just holding your ankle or stretching the right hand towards the foot. Just relaxing down. Stay on this side for 3 minutes, and we've already done a minute. And just relax into it and enjoy the twist. We've got another minute to go, so maybe your right shoulder feels like it can come down a little further. Maybe you want to ease off, that's fine. Breathing deeply. Letting the body relax down. Coming up to the end of 3 minutes. So you can very slowly straighten the left leg. Bring the right leg back on top of it. Bring the right arm in front. Roll over onto your right side now. Coming onto the right side, stretching the right arm out. Head on right arm. Left hand in front to begin with. And then bring the left leg out in front of you. And then bend the right leg underneath you. Take your left hand and grab hold of your right foot if you can. Just aim near it. Rolling back so the left shoulder is coming towards the floor behind you. The left hip is opening and coming back. Just being aware of the difference between the sides. Make any adjustments you need to make yourself reasonably comfortable. Letting the body relax down into this position. And see the opening across the chest as well, feeling the space across the chest as that left shoulder comes down behind you. And when the body is comfortable, just focus on the breath. Let the body rest while you bring your mind to the breath. Keep yourself nice and calm. And we're halfway through. So making the adjustments you need to, maybe ease a little further into it. Just enjoy the twist. And the opening, the hips and the chest. It's less than a minute to go. Make the most of this lovely posture. This is called cat ball tail. And just putting your cat's tail behind you. All right, so we're coming towards the end. So straightening the legs, roll back onto the right. And we're just going to come onto our tummies. So just gently roll onto your tummy. And just stack the hands one on top of each other and rest your head on the backs of your hands. And just let the heels flop outwards. If this is uncomfortable, you can always come on your back and pull your knees up. We're just going to rest here for a moment. This is the in-between posture. Letting everything relax. And any tension subside from the previous posture. Remember nice slow movements between every posture. Okay, so we're going to come into Sphinx, which we do quite a lot. It's one of the archetypal postures. So come up on your forearms. Bring the elbows to the kind of either side of the chest. Arms are mat width. Arms flat on the floor. Just lifting the head up. Just gazing softly forwards. There's a very gentle back bend. I know it's difficult for some people. So if you want to, you can bring in kind of support under the chest to rest your chest on, take the arms out further in front of you. If you feel like you need any support underneath the back, have an experiment and see if you need to have anything supporting your chest or if you need to move your arms at all. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep looking forward. Let the feet just flop out, relax the legs. We're only working on the lower back here and a little bit of the arms. Head up. Neck is slightly engaged. So the lower back is engaged. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes as well. Towards the end of the 3 minutes, we might take a more strenuous version. Or we can stay like this. So Indian always doing what is kind of on the edge of comfortable. Doesn't have to be 100% comfortable, but it needs to be doable and not painful. It can be made more durable and not painful by cushions, and we use cushions. If it's too painful, we don't do it at all. About halfway there now, another minute or so. So you can either stay on the elbows, or if you want to, you can straighten the arms into seal, and maybe take the hands a bit wider, a bit further forward to give yourself a wide base. Keep the head up. So you can feel now that this stretches the back a little more, bends the back a little more. So if that's not comfortable, don't do it. Stick on the arms, stick with props. We're only staying here for a minute. It's a little bit more intense. Feel it on the shoulders. Just another 20 seconds here. So perhaps if you're with the arms straight, you can stay like that. Or maybe you just want to lower down. All right, let's lower down now. And we're going to come back into child's pose now. So bring the hands side to side of the chest so you can push yourself back. Take the heels to the bottom. Head to the mat. Bring the arms to the floor in front of you, but don't have them straight out. Have a bend in the arms so everything can just relax down. Just get as much of your body touching the mat as you can. Letting the body sink down, heads on the mat, elbows and forearms are on the mat. Bottom heading to the heels, hopefully. And just noticing on the back the difference between the previous posture and the back bend, and now we're curving the back to give it a bit of release. Let's very slowly lift our head and come all the way back up, sitting on the heels. So we're going to come into a squat now. I know it can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Let's give it a go. So you might want to cushion over your bottom. We're going to come into a squat, quite a wide squat. And then have the feet hip width apart. Have a little experiment before you go into it, because you might not be able to squat flat on your feet. That's okay. And if you're not flat on your feet, you might want to have a cushion under your bottom. So you're pretty much sitting on a cushion. You're in a squatting position. Right there. You can put it further back so kind of sitting. Or you maybe have two cushions. Yeah. You want to kind of achieve this sort of position. Squatting is difficult. That's okay. So, yeah, that's okay. So let's take legs quite wide, and we'll just try and bring the palms together. If it's uncomfortable, you don't need to do it. You can see me there. So the palms are together, so the elbows are kind of forcing the knees out, so we're opening the hips. So we're in a squat position, even if we're using cushions to sit on, that's fine. We're only going to stay here a couple of minutes, because I know it can be a little bit tricky. But actually using cushions is really good, and squatting on its own can be quite hard. The fact of putting your feet down flat or not is just the way your body is. It's not a you know, it's much practice you'll get better at it. It's just, you know. Let's just sit up straight, have the head up. Just focus maybe on gentle pressure of the elbows on the insides of the knees. Opening the hips a little further. Really healthy position to be in, good for our digestive system, good for our hips. Another minute and we're done, I think. Just focusing on opening hips. All right. I think we're nearly there. So I hope that wasn't too excruciating. We're going to come up into our only standing posture now. So just place the hands on the floor in front of you. I'm going to come into the dangle posture, which is essentially a forward fold. If you need to give the legs a little shake or anything, just do so. And then you might want to bring some cushions in front of you, because we're essentially just going to fold forward. So you can stack these up really high if you want to. You might want to rest your head on top of the cushions. It's really up to you how you dangle. You could free dangle with nothing there at all. Maybe the hands reach the floor and you just dangle down. Or you can have a pile of cushions and rest your hand or maybe your head on the cushions. You could hold on to your elbows. So just come forward very gently, coming over your cushions or over the floor. Have a slight bend in the knees, have the feet slightly apart. So this isn't a really harsh full-on yoga forward fold where you've got your legs straight, with a soft bend in the knee. Just letting the body come forward, letting the head come towards the floor, and then resting your hands and your head on your stack of cushions. And if your stack of cushions is nearly as high as you, that's fine. And let's just let gravity help us down. Breathing deeply, every breath, perhaps we're sinking a little bit further down.
We're staying here for 3 minutes. You might already start to feel it on the backs of the legs, lower back. Just try and breathe through that. Really feel like the legs, the back is stretching out here. So enjoy being upside down and the blood rushing to the head. At any time you want to pull in any extra cushions because you feel like you need a bit more support as we move through, then do that. About halfway through now. At least you know with this one there is no other side. Both our legs are being stretched at the same time. Just let yourself be floppy. Sometimes they call it ragdoll when you hold the arms. You can see why, just flopping forwards and down. Less than a minute to go. Nearly there. You're doing brilliantly. All right. So we're going to come out of this and we're going to actually go into Merusasana, our mountain posture that we do, just as an in-between. So just take the hands forward and take the feet a bit further back. Maybe just pedal out the feet a bit. Really bend the legs. Just get a bit of movement going. Calves might be feeling a little bit stiff right now. All right. So if you've still got cushions under your head area, just sort of slide them out the way. We're going to go straight into our next posture, which is dragon. So you're going to bring your right leg between your two hands. And then bring the left leg back onto the floor behind you, by left knee, sorry. So the hands are either side of the right foot. You're in a nice lunge. You can take that left leg back a little bit further, so you're really stretching the hip flexor. That's good. And we have the hands either side. Now, if you feel like you need support under the hands because they're not quite flat, you can pop a cushion underneath each hand. Because we're just going to stay upright for this one. So see how you feel. Adjust your feet or your hands as you see fit. Keep the head up and look forward. So we're going to try and stay here for 3 minutes. And I find with this one, it's all right when you're in it. You know, come out of it, you're like, ah. Don't worry about it coming out yet. We'll deal with it later. But of course, if you need to move at any time, perhaps if you need to give yourself a stretch, you can come back on that left leg and just stretch out the right way. You're keeping the head up, looking forward. Keep the breath gentle. Feeling a stretch down the inside of the left leg. Arms engaged, neck engaged. Put another minute here. So not too long left in this one. Maybe the tension is building, but we're going to come out in a minute. So let's do that now. Just taking the bottom back a little bit. Take the right leg out behind you again. Just come back into that Merusasana. And just the feet a little paddle. And then we're going to work on the right leg again. We're going to bring the right knee through. So this time you're going to bring the knee all the way through between the hands onto the floor. You're going to bring the right heel into the groin. We're going to come forwards this time. So you're going to bring your elbows and maybe your head onto the floor. And relax down. So do have a little shuffle to see where is most comfortable for you to stay with that right heel, whether it stays directly in the groin or whether it comes out a little bit towards the left side. And the hands, you can either stack the hands up and rest the head on top of the hands, you can stretch the arms out, bring the head and the chest onto the floor. See wherever you're comfortable. And try and relax. So again, this is really hip intensive. Giving the hip a good stretch. All the muscles in the thigh, the buttocks, opening up the groin. Might start to feel the tension build in the right buttock. And just breathing gently. So this is called sleeping swan. I get the sleeping bit, I'm not sure about the swan bit. So we've got about less than a minute here. And then in a moment we'll come back up to Marasana. Work on the left side, the two postures as we just had. All right, let's bring the hands up. So walk the hands up so the arms are straight. And take the right knee back. Let's straighten the legs again. Come up into Marasana, give the legs a little pedal. You need to do any other movement just to loosen up, that's fine. Okay. All right, so we're now going to bring the left leg all the way through between the hands. So this is the dragon when we stay up. So lunging on the left leg, so the left foot between the two hands. Right leg stretched out behind you, moving it as far back as you can. And then the hands either side of the foot. You need to rest on something, up and come on the fingertips. Keep the head up. I'm just looking forwards here. When the body engaged, leg, neck, shoulders. So again, just noticing what it's like on this side. Is it any different? Is it better? Do you hate it as much as you hated the other side? It's the hard one, isn't it? Yeah. 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 It's the hips, all in the hips. Yeah. Nice, isn't it? Again, perhaps just trying to ignore the body. Sometimes it's best. Just, I'm here. I'm over halfway through now. Got about a minute-ish left to go. So you did it on the other side, so you can do it on this side. You'll feel better for it. 30 seconds left to go. If you need to ease up, then you can do it, it's fine. Obviously, you can do anything you like, I'm not making you do anything. All right, so just easing back now, pushing the bottom back, take the foot back, we'll come up into Marasana again. And just straighten the legs, have a little stretch out, the legs will shake. A bit of movement back in. All right. And then let's bring the left knee through onto the floor. So the left knee is between the hands. So that left heel, either in the groin or a little bit further out. Again, this will feel different on each side. That's for me. Then bring the elbows to the floor. And then you can rest the head if you want to, and stretch the arms out. Or stack the hands and rest the head on the hands, or even have a cushion if you want to. where the head of the arms isn't so important, it's more working on the hips again. And just relax. A minute left to go. You've got the measure of this one now, enjoying it now. All right, let's bring the hands up near the body now. And this time we're just going to come back and we're going to come onto our backs and bring our knees up, I think. So just gently come over onto our back. Just bring the knees up, hug the knees. Just feeling the release and the rebound. Noticing where there's any tension or any stretching. And then let's just take the legs out straight and just lie in Shavasana for a couple of moments. Take the arms alongside the body. Just let the body relax down onto the floor. Let all the tenseness in the muscles in those thighs just melt out. Just imagine your thighs are melting onto the floor. Might not be a appealing thought, but get rid of the tension. So very slowly now, just roll over onto your left and just push yourself up very gradually up to sitting. Take a moment to maybe have a drink. That was quite more intense few postures altogether, so very easy now. I like the dragon one, but it's quite full on. You may feel it the next day. Yeah. But after a while, you just take it down. All right. Okay, at home. All right, so we're going to do a seated posture. So we've done this one before. This is square posture. So we're going to start with the left leg just in front of you, crossed in front as if you're going to be sitting with crossed legs. And then you're going to bring the right leg on top. So the right foot is aiming to go on top of the left knee, and the right knee is aiming to go on top of the left foot. Now, if you're like me, you'll end up with a bit of a gap between the knees here. That's okay. So let's pop a cushion or something just in that gap. So it's resting down. The left leg on the bottom. So bend the left, start with the left leg. Left leg in. That's it, left leg in. That's it. And then you might want to cushion under both knees actually, just to kind of prop yourself up. It's quite a difficult one. All right. So let's try and stay here for a couple of minutes before switching sides. You might feel a bit uncomfortable. If you need to come out anytime, you can. If you want to, you could just bring the right leg in front of the left leg. That's better. Okay, so the right foot is on top of the left knee. The right knee on top of the left foot. It's hard when they're crossed, though. Lose all sense of left and right, which is my forte, anyway.
Gets worse with the older.
I'm into dog training since I still. Right.
We're just sitting up nice and straight, have the shoulders back. Just noticing any sensations in the hips. You're right there. It's an awkward one, isn't it? That's okay. So what you're doing is absolutely fine because you're opening them up anyway. So that's absolutely fine. Focus on sitting still and whatever posture you can manage. Even sitting cross-legged. Fine. We'll do another 30 seconds here and then we'll go see what the other side is like. This is really good seated posture, really good for your spine, really good for your hips. Just a bit of an extension on the cross leg. All right, let's uncross. Let's have a go at the other side. So remove your cushions, just bring the feet up for a minute and perhaps just waggle the legs from side to side just to release any tension in the hips. Okay, so now we're going to bring the right leg underneath. Yeah, that was right, isn't it? The right leg underneath this time. So the right leg is straight in front of you. Okay, so as if you're going to cross your legs, but it's a little bit further out than really crossing your legs because the heels aren't into the groin. And then bring the left foot on top of the right knee. And so the left knee is over the right foot. Okay. So left foot on top of right knee. Left knee over right foot. Could get any easier. So noticing the gap, I've got a slightly lesser gap here, which is pleasing, but still got a gap. So I'm going to put a little cushion under my left knee, so everything feels supported. And rest your hands down, maybe that's a little bit of gentle pressure, pushing things down. So your left knee is a lot higher, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that's because I've got that scar.
Probably.
I've never had that much mobility
Right.
since that's related to the skin graft.
Right. So
So
if they cut into nerves and things,
Yeah.
then it's all tight, yeah. Doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do that, but it's definitely.
No, but yours looks a bit better.
Yours is
That's
better.
nice. Yeah, you can tell, yeah.
We need to get the way between us. We make good reason.
Same with everyone. Yeah.
See, this is much good.
So just another minute, so just sitting up straight with the shoulders back. Just focusing. Thinking about how it feels, but not minding it, not sort of entering into it, just observing how it feels. You might think, oh, that hurts quite a lot. If you can just do that and leave it, that's good. Maybe there. All right. So let's release that left leg. And let's bring the feet out, hands behind you. Just give the knees a little waggle again. And we're just going to come back into a normal cross leg position. Have the right leg in front of the left. We will cross it the other way in a moment. We're just going to do a bit of a shoulder twist. So behind your back, clasp your hands. Then take the clasped hands over to the left side. So clasp your hands and take them over to the left side. So both your hands that you can see at home. Your hands are clasped at your left side. Okay. And we're going to turn our head to the right. So we're looking over our right shoulder, sitting up nice and straight. So having the hands clasped to the left, just increasing that twist through the shoulders. Stay here for a short while. We're going to be mindful of the breath, sitting up nice and straight, so you should be able to breathe nice and deeply. Letting go of any tension in the shoulders and the neck. Really, really good one for neck tension. All right, so slowly bring the head back to center. Let's take those clasped hands to the other side. So take the clasped hands over to the right side. Head up and turn the head to the left. So we're looking over the left shoulder now. Hands at the right hip. Right elbow sticking out. Giving the neck a gentle stretch, giving the shoulders a nice stretch. Let the shoulders sink down, don't hunch them up. Let everything be as relaxed as possible whilst holding the position. A little bit longer. Good one you can do anytime without looking too weird. All right, let's bring the head back to center. Release the hands. Let's just lean back on the hands, down, straighten the legs, and we'll just give the legs a little shake. Couple more postures to go. Slide down and do that thing. All right. So we're going to come into Kapha. I'm really sorry about my feet, Sarah. I just noticed how awfully dirty they are.
Oh, I'd be amazed if mine.
Yours is fine. Mine are really hideous. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. So we're going to come into caterpillar. So it's legs out straight, and it'll be a forward fold. So get your cushions, because you want to pile them up on your sides. So legs wide, you can either have them out straight and together, or you can have them a little bit apart. You can have a little bend in the knee if you need to. And if you've got back issues, I'd suggest having a bend in the knee, and perhaps you could roll up a thin blanket under the knee to support underneath. You're taking the pressure off the back. Okay? And bringing the cushions or the blankets or whatever on the thighs that are on the chest. And you're just going to drape forwards. Bring the hands either side of the legs. And let the head rest down. Importantly, support your head on something. Much more comfortable. You can take your cushion, you can put it kind of side on. So your head is denting into the cushion. But rest your head on something, it's much nicer. Let the body just relax down over your cushions. Have a bend in the elbow, hands either side of your legs or your bottom, depending where you are. The arms flat, let the head drop down. Just relax down. Again, another main posture in you. Forward folds are very grounding, very restorative. Just letting everything relax down, letting gravity help you further down, the softness of your cushions, sinking beneath your head as the body melts down a little bit further. So we've already done about a minute, so we'll stay here for up to a couple more. Maybe at the minute it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Just try and let that feeling go. Just try and forget about the body. Just put the body in a position that you can ignore it.
While you're ignoring your body, it's releasing all that tension in the back. Opening up the space in between the joints and the muscles. Stretching it all out. Only a minute left. All right, so we're going to come out, but really slowly. So just start to very slowly unfurl. Coming out, remove the cushions, gently come onto your back, bring your knees up to your chest. Hug your knees. And you can really feel that rebound now as you lie on the mat. Just let the back relax. So from here, we're going to come into happy baby. Whichever direction I position myself in, it's pretty unflattering. You may need a little cushion, perhaps just under the base of your spine, because what you're going to do is, with your knees up, take your hands between your legs and hold on to the soles of your feet if you can, and take the legs out so the knees are aiming into the armpits. So you'll feel the base of your spine kind of lifting off the floor a little, and that's a little much in place of a cushion or a blanket underneath the base of the spine just to support you. We're going to hold here. So arms are on the inside of the legs, holding onto the soles of the feet. The legs are bent and the knees are aiming in towards the armpit. The back is really nice and flat on the ground. So pop a cushion in if you need any support anywhere. Really feeling the hips opening up in this position. And then the knees sink down either side, or feeling like they're sinking down either side, opening the hips and the groin. Bringing the mind back to the breath. Breathing slowly. Just really enjoying the opening. Releasing. Hips hold a lot of tension, hips hold a lot of emotions. So let's release any tension, any emotion we're holding in the hips. Another minute, and then we're done. It's called happy baby because you see babies doing this, holding their feet. So it must be a soothing posture. Maybe they just like holding their feet. 30 seconds left to go. Okay, let's release the feet, bring the knees back in together, have a little squeeze again. Just Take the soles of the feet to the floor now. Let's take the knees from either side to either side. Releasing any tension in the hips. And we're going to come to our final posture. So take the left leg out straight. Bring the right knee to the chest. Take the right arm out stretched to the right. And just draw the right knee over to the left side. Turn the head to the right. So in yin, obviously we know we use cushion, so if your right knee is floating in the air, bring a cushion underneath that right knee so you can rest the right knee on a cushion, support it, rather than have it floating in the air. So your right arm is outstretched and you're looking towards your right arm. The right knee is coming over to the left side, coming towards the floor, and you can have a cushion underneath the right knee. We're going to hold here for a couple of minutes. Enjoying the twist. A little bit like the one we did right at the beginning. Letting the body rest. Got any shoulder issues? Can't have your arm outstretched, you can bring them to the side of the body. That's fine. Another 30 seconds. All right, let's bring that right knee back to center. Stretch the right leg out. We'll bring the left knee up now. Take the left arm out, stretch to the side. Gently take the left knee over to the right. Move that cushion around so you've got a cushion under the left knee so it's not dangling. You turn your head to the left. The left arm out, looking at the left hand. Right leg is straight, left leg bend over to the right, resting the left knee on the cushion on your right side. Just twisting the other way now. Couple of minutes here. So this is the final position before we come into relaxation. We slow down again, not that we're very fast in the first place. Another minute. And we can come onto our backs and just come into relaxation. All right, so very slowly coming back to center. Let's just bring both knees up for a moment, just so we can give ourselves a little hug and just squeeze out any tension in the back. Then we're ready to come into relaxation. So you can roll onto your left side or just come onto your back. You need to get everything, come on your left side. Otherwise, just come onto your backs. I'm going to turn the lights out. Just let people get settled. Coming into whatever is a comfortable lying down position for you. If you want to have a cushion under your head, you can. If you want to have the knees up, that's fine. Either just up or perhaps feet mat width with the knees resting against each other. And maybe cushion underneath or blanket underneath, just to soften the back. Just take a moment to find the most comfortable position for you, lying down on the back. Just taking a few moments to be aware how the body feels now. Hopefully being relaxed and stretched. If there's any tension or any niggles, just take a moment to get rid of those through movement or through the mind. Rock the head very slightly from side to side just to release any tension in the neck. And have the head in center. Just going to bring one hand now onto the abdomen. So place one hand on your abdomen. Doesn't matter if it's right or left. Just rest gently one hand on the lower lung area, so at the bottom of the rib cage. And we're going to focus our breath on our abdomen for a few moments. Really relaxing breath. We're just breathing deeply, breathing at your own pace. But really trying to fill the lower lung area, feeling the abdomen rise under your hand. Feeling it sink as you breathe out. Breathing in, feeling the hand rise. Breathing out, feeling it lower. Breathing in. Breathing out. Consciously moving the breath to the abdomen. Relaxing the body even further. Removing the hand now, just bringing the hand to alongside the body. Just focus your mind now on where the hand was. Focus your mind on the navel, around the belly button. Bringing your attention there. Start to become aware of a clockwise circling around the belly button. Very small little circle moving clockwise, just circling the belly button. Just visualizing this. And let that circling clockwise motion come out a little further. So it's the size of a teacup. Circling around the belly button. Circling slowly. Breathing nice and even too. And then imagine that clockwise circling now coming out a little bigger. About the size of a saucer or a small plate. Starting to encompass a little bit more of the center of the body. Keeping that slow clockwise motion.
And that area now is expanding to the size of the dinner plate, circling, expanding. Now it's expanding further to the bottom of the circle, it's coming to the pubic bone and the top of the circle, it's coming to the ribs. Just keeping that circling going, encompassing more of the torso. Now it's expanding further to the bottom of the circle, it's coming down to the middle of the thighs, to the top of the circle, it's coming to the top of the chest. Just visualize the perfect circle, encompassing the body. And then that clockwise circling, come out even further. So the bottom is at the ankles and the top of the circle is just about at the chin. Visualize that circle moving around the body in a clockwise motion. And then it's coming out again, so the bottom of the circle is at the toes, the bottom of the feet, and the top of the circle is at the top of the head. So now the whole body inside the circle, which is still moving in a clockwise direction slowly. Just letting the circle move around the body for a few moments. Just visualize that slow movement around the body, encompassing the body. I'm going to start to draw that circle inwards now. So it's going to change direction. And start circling anti-clockwise. So the top of the circle is still at the top of the head, and the bottom of the circle is at the bottom of the feet, but moving anti-clockwise. Now that circle is going to get a little smaller. The top of the circle, at the chin, the bottom of the circle, at the ankles. It's going to get a little smaller again, so moving anti-clockwise. Top of the circle, at the middle of the chest, bottom of the circle, the middle of the thighs. Drawing back inwards now. Circle decreasing now. So the top is at the rib cage. And the bottom is that pubic bone. Coming smaller again now. Size of a dinner plate, circling anti-clockwise. Smaller again. Coming out a small plate or a saucer. Smaller again. Size of a teacup around the belly button. Finally coming back to circle, just around the belly button itself. Just focusing your mind on that small area. And then imagine that little circling, it's like a little screw, and it's going to screw down through the belly button into the body. And just screwing in and tightening up that relaxation to the body. Holding it there. Just letting the body rest. So just bring your mind back to your breath. Staying still. Taking a few deeper breaths into the body. Very gently, just start to move the fingers and the toes. Just going slowly. And then very slowly roll onto the left side. Just rest the body on the left side. And rolling onto your tummy. Just rest your head on the backs of your hands. And then in your own time, push yourself up very slowly to sitting. And to sit however you want. Arms together at the chest, so eyes closed. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. Excellent. Good, thank you very much. Felt it was very peaceful. All right, Anna.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry. Oh, thank you so much, guys. September, the next one I guess. I should put it out there. I'm playing with the time, so if you've got any preferences, do whatever suits.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you. Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.